Πριν από λίγες μέρες, ο μικρός Τζέι μαζί με τον πατέρα του επισκέφθηκαν τη χώρα μας για να παρευρεθούν στην ετήσια εκδήλωση του Πανελλήνιου Συνδέσμου Αθλητικού Τύπου, παραδίδοντας στο Γιώργο Σαμαρά το βραβείο Αθλητικής Προσφοράς και Ήθους. Λίγες ώρες πριν επιστρέψουν με το αεροπλάνο στην πατρίδα τους, τους συναντήσαμε στο ξενοδοχείο που διέμειναν.
Mr. Beatty, Jay, we're very glad that you came in Greece.
Back here.
Do you like Greece?
Yeah, I love it. My birthday at Greece.
Is it the first time you come in Greece?
It is, yes, Athens. Yes, we arrived yesterday morning from London, and it was we arrived at the airport, and it was a bit crazy. There was camera crews, and that everybody made us feel so welcome, even on the plane. The air hostesses knew Jay, the passengers knew Jay, the bus driver knew Jay. You know, it's something we're not used to. It's Jay's he's 10 years of age with Down syndrome. It's not often that you get a little boy with attracting so much media attention. He's very calm about it. It doesn't faze him. He just carries on. I think he thinks it's the norm now. The Samaras sat down beside him and took him in his arms, and it was a very, very, very proud moment. It was lovely to see. And then to go up onto the awards, or up onto the stage and get the award, and to see everybody standing up
and
clapping, you know, it was, for me it was
lovely.
Jay was afraid up on the stage, so he was, but for me it was very emotional. It was very hard to stop from having a tear, but it was really nice, really nice, and seeing all the crowds cheering. And then
this is yours?
That's his award, yeah.
Where are you gonna put it in your?
In my Celtic room.
He's got a Celtic bedroom.
Κανείς δεν θα ξεχάσει την εικόνα του μικρού Τζέι στην αγκαλιά του Γιώργου Σαμαρά, κάνοντας το γύρο του θριάμβου, ύστερα από το τελευταίο παιχνίδι του ποδοσφαιριστή με την ομάδα των Celtic, στην οποία βρισκόταν για 7 ολόκληρα χρόνια.
Jay, do you really love George Samaras?
Yeah, love you, Samar.
This is what he takes to bed with him.
Really?
Yes, he goes to bed every night, and he puts that under his pillow. I think it all started with there was Glasgow Celtic played their biggest rivals in like a derby game, and George Samaras scored 2 goals, and it was probably the best game that I have ever seen him play, and he was just fantastic. But the first goal that he scored, we were not at the match, we were watching it at home.
Yes.
And the first goal that he scored, he was so quick, and he took it round the goalkeeper, and took it round 2 players and around the goalkeeper, and then scored. But then he dived into the crowd, and everybody, the whole crowd went crazy. They all went.
David away to Ledley. Samaras is chasing this, and the Gregors come way out. Giorgio Samaras scores for Celtic. Happy New Year to the men in hoops.
And Jay was watching this on the TV and was just, you know, awestruck. He just could not believe that this had happened, and since then it's just his favourite player. Plus he likes his beard. He loves his beard.
Really?
Yeah. And his mum.
He's a very beautiful man.
Well, his mummy loves him as well. She thinks he's very handsome. He's a very good person. You know, I don't know. He had some bad news that he was told about his grandfather. And, we were so sorry to hear that. And you know, he would have been quite right to not have come up for the awards. You know, but at such an emotional time for him and such a sad time for him. But he told us that he would not let Jay down. So.
Ο μοναδικός λόγος που είμαι εδώ αυτή τη στιγμή είναι ο μικρός, και συγγνώμη σε όλους σας. Είχα κάποιο πρόβλημα οικογενειακό και νομίζω ότι ο μοναδικός άνθρωπος που μπορεί να μου δώσει δύναμη για να το ξεπεράσω είναι αυτός εδώ. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Jay loves him so much. Like I was sitting beside them when before the awards, and Jay was telling Samaras that he loved him, and Samaras was saying the exact same thing back, thanking Jay for everything. This is an international, world famous footballer. One of the biggest footballing stars in Greece. Was like a hero in Glasgow Celtic and still is. All the Glasgow Celtic supporters love him. They loved him because he was a good footballer, but also love him even more now because of what, just how kind he has been to Jay.
How did Jay react when he learned that he will not be George Samaras in Celtic?
My wife prayed every night that he would re-sign. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, so we had to go and tell Jay that he was that Samaras was going to another team, and he was devastated. He was upset.
But Dad still love him.
But he doesn't. He still. I don't think now Jay wouldn't care who Samaras played for. He just loves the person. He has brought Jay so much happiness. Before he goes to bed at night, every child would probably get like a bedtime story before they go to bed. Well, Jay gets allowed to watch a YouTube clip of Samaras scoring a goal, and that's what puts him to sleep. So.
She offers me protection, a lot of love and affection.
Ο μικρός Τζέι, που πάσχει από σύνδρομο Down, αντιμετώπισε με τη γέννησή του και ένα σοβαρό πρόβλημα στην καρδιά.
Jay was born. Jay was very, very ill. Jay had a heart problem and was rushed from one hospital to the main hospital in Belfast, where he was very, very ill for 6 months and was in intensive care. Like a specialist unit for 6 months, and he got a heart operation, and thankfully now he's doing great. So we are very proud that Jay has Down syndrome. I would not take it away from him. If there was a magic wand, I would not take that Down syndrome away from him. It's who he is, it's what he is, and he's just brilliant. So we started this charity, and all we've tried to do is promote the charity, promote Down syndrome, to show everybody that it's not the end of the world. When we were told that Jay had Down syndrome, we were shocked. It's not news that you want to hear, but after 30 minutes, we just.
When did they tell you, the doctors?
The doctors told us. We knew there was something wrong because Jay was born, and the doctors were coming in and out of the room and checking him and checking his heart. And after about 30 minutes, we realised, this is different from what happened with Olivia. There's something not right. So we asked the question. We just asked and said, look, to the doctor, we said, is there something wrong? And the doctor said that he thought that Jay had Down syndrome. We then heard that he had a heart problem, and then the Down syndrome, it didn't matter no more. It was just a trying life for the fight to get him better and to get him well, and he fought it and he fixed up. And that's when we then made a promise to him that we would do everything we could to make sure that he had a life, like every other child. I just hope that somebody out there, if they've got a child, they're going to have a baby and they have a child with Down syndrome, I hope they watch this and see that it is very positive, and you'll not look back, definitely will not look back. It's going to be the best thing ever happening.
Things haven't been the same since you came into my life.
2, 3.
How is one typical day?
A typical day for Jay?
Yes.
A typical day for Jay is he would wake in at 7:30 in the morning, and his first thing is he gets this, and he would give it a kiss. Right, good morning, Sammy. And then he would get up and he would go down and put on a Celtic DVD, and he would put on his iPad, put Celtic on. He would have his breakfast. But on a Saturday,
Story about Celtic.
on a Saturday, Jay does not eat solid food because he has got a wee like a problem with his windpipe.
Oh.
So Jay only eats like ice cream and tomato soup and stuff, you know. And
Only soups.
soups and like some small pastas. And but Jay needs a story when he's eating, so he has to have a story, and that story has to be about Samaras. So when we're feeding him, we have to tell him a story about George's Samaras, and it gets difficult telling the same story
Every day?
every day. So my wife and I makes up these weird and wonderful stories about George Samaras in Greece, and George Samaras' mummy, and George Samaras' daddy, and George Samaras' family. And
I love him.
You love him. Which is the first thing you love in George Samaras?
football, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you like about Samaras?
I love him with his long black hair.
He loves his football. He loves when he scored a goal, and he loved his celebration, Jay. He loved the celebration that he does, doesn't he? You stand up and do it there. When Samaras scores, what does he do? He does his bow and arrow.
He does this.
And what else does he do as well? He does his love heart sign as well. So every time Jay sees that, he does the love heart. He thinks it's for him.
For Christmas, where are you gonna be?
We're going to be at home in Ireland at Christmas. We just have a family Christmas dinner, just the four of us.
Awesome day.
What did you ask Jay from Santa Claus?
Celtic stuff.
Celtic stuff.
You are adorable. Jay is an adorable kid.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to the people of Greece. I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you so much for treating Jay like a star.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
High five. How do you say? High five. Hug.
Goodbye.
Hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. You prefer George Samaras, of course. Thank you so much.
I love him, Annie.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. We will wait for you, okay?
Right.
Thank you so
very
much.
Thanks for your time, okay?
Goodbye.
Don't touch that.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake.
But you only need to like me.